Good evening, I'm AJ Douglas. First tonight, 2 Thompson women have been found safe. According to the Thompson Police Department's Facebook page, 51-year-old Kimberly Pouchard and 50-year-old Angela Bussell of Thompson have been safely located near Nicatus Lake in East Hancock, Maine. Sunday afternoon, members of the Maine Warden Service escorted Pouchard and Bussell to receive medical services, but no injuries have been reported at this time. In other news, we share raw video of a shocking plane crash in Abimi Township where both passengers gratefully survived. Saturday around 12:45 p.m., the Brownville Fire Department responded to a plane crash. Brownville Fire Chief Sean Mitchell says both passengers suffered minor injuries and were transported to Northern Light, Mayo Hospital, and Dover Foxcroft. Mitchell says the 2-passenger plane crashed after the engine reportedly lost power during an organized flying event over Abimi Lake. Authorities say the incident will be investigated by the National Transportation Safety Board. And Friday night around 10:19 p.m., Rockland Police Department and Rockland Fire responded to the area of 25 North Main Street for a report of a woman with injuries. According to the Rockland Police Department's Facebook page, investigating officers found evidence of a hit-and-run accident involving another motor vehicle. Police have reportedly identified a person of interest in the case. Police asked anyone with information or witness to anything surrounding this incident to contact Detective Ann Griffith by calling the Knox Regional Communications Center at 207-594-0677. Again, in other news, Saturday, officers and families came out to strike up some fun in Bangor. Our David Ledford has the story.
The Bangor and Orono police departments came together for Bowl with a Cop, a new community event connecting kids and officers from both towns for a friendly competition. Bangor Police Department Community Relations Officer Elizabeth Ash says the idea is her latest community involvement effort.
It's just critically important for the community to realize that we are approachable and we are human beings and we are here to help. Because a lot of times people feel like they can't come up to me at Starbucks or can't come up to you at Dunkin' Donuts to strike up a conversation.
Each team had 4 kids and 2 officers competing for the winning strike, and those who came out were treated to free pizza.
I tried to bowl on this team and I was really excited that they told me to do it, and it's giving me really good vibes, and I think I'm going to bowl pretty good today. I think it's pretty good. I think it was a fun idea, and I think everybody's enjoying it.
While this is their first time bowling with the public, Ash says the department has held mini golfing competitions and an annual barbecue during the summer. For information on more upcoming events, follow both departments on Facebook. In Bangor, David Ledford, ABC 7 and Fox 22 News.
A chili tradition returned to Dedham this year, drawing in crowds from across Maine. Camp Capella held its 17th annual Polar Dip Saturday. The event is the biggest fundraiser of the year for the nonprofit summer camp, which serves those with disabilities from all over the state.
Let the Polar Dip begin!
Fire in the hole!
They have been jumping nonstop through the water and coming out extremely fast. It's amazing. It's cold, and we are going to be jumping in costume, but it turned out really well. The sun is out, and it's bright, and there's no wind, so the hot tub's been cranking.
Organizers say 103 brave souls registered to jump this year, and all of the money raised from the event goes directly to camp tuition, allowing everyone to attend camp regardless of their ability to pay. After taking the icy plunge, jumpers enjoyed food donated by local businesses and warmed up in a nearby hot tub. To learn more about Camp Capella and the yearly Polar Dip, visit campcapella.org. A concerned Mainer is using his expertise to share some important safety tips when it comes to a popular winter activity. David Ledford shares the story.
We've had too many deaths in the last few days, so I'd like to see that stop right now.
While it may be one of the most popular winter activities in Maine, experts say that snowmobiling can be incredibly dangerous if you go in unprepared. Al Sweat, president of the Maine Snowmobile Association, says that everyone should carry a first aid kit and a survival kit as the bare minimum when they hit Maine's trails. However, he says that checking your gear before you head out is just as important.
I'm looking also for anything broken, a broken bushing, a cracked A-arm, similar to this, might be broken. Make sure my carbides, I'll flip the ski up, check my carbides. Just look for any broken parts that will make your day miserable on the trail.
Sweat also recommends that people bring a flashlight, a GPS, and a reliable form of communication, like a satellite phone. Sweat says that 88,000 snowmobiles were registered in Maine last year, and he expects similar numbers this season, which is why he stressed the importance of cautious and courteous driving.
When you go out on your sled, be prepared. Slow down, go around the corners easy. You're not NASCAR race drivers. It saddens me when anybody calls me and says somebody's died on a sled. You know, they're supposed to be on a 14,000 miles of trail, having fun, out with a family and friends and having a good time. And then when people get hurt, it really strikes home hard.
Above all, Sweat says that one of the most important safety tips he can give is to simply wear a helmet. In Waterville, David Ledford, ABC 7 and Fox 22 News.
To learn more about safe snowmobiling, visit MaineSnowmobileAssociation.com. Another story for tonight, close calls similar to one a Waterville resident experienced prompted a local representative to propose a bill he says could help keep motorists safe. Our Matthew Jurasic has the story.
Next thing we know, boom, and a large chunk of ice came and hit the entire windshield.
Lisa Evans recounts the close call she had a year ago when a piece of ice flew off a truck and shattered the windshield of her Toyota Prius while driving to Boston.
And I had to scooch down. The windshield was completely shattered and was able to get off the exit.
Fortunately, no one was hurt, but events like this are what inspired Waterville Representative Bruce White to draft legislation that he feels would prevent dangerous incidents.
Every winter, we hear about these many times windshields getting smashed by ice falling off from cars or trucks in front of them. And so this has been an issue and it continues to be.
Under current law, Mainers must remove snow, ice, or any other substances from the windshield, driver's side, and passenger side windows, but not on vehicle roofs. If passed, the law would allow police officers to fine drivers $150 to $500 for not cleaning off snow that accumulated on top of cars. Representative White and other lawmakers have tried to pass this bill a few times but have been unsuccessful. What makes this bill different is the proposed 48-hour grace period after a storm to clean vehicle roofs of snow.
We want to bring awareness. Maybe somebody will take that extra few minutes that it takes to clean off their car, truck, or vehicle to hopefully prevent tragic accident.
A public meeting for the bill will be held Thursday, March 2nd at 1 p.m. In Waterville, Matthew Jurasic reporting for ABC 7 and Fox 22 News.
Earlier this week, Governor Janet Mills announced she's joined the newly launched Reproductive Freedom Alliance. Mills joins 19 fellow governors across the country who are invested in securing abortion protections by collectively expanding state reproductive rights. Planned Parenthood reports 12 states have eliminated abortion access, including states like Texas, which exercise trigger laws, making abortion illegal immediately following the overturning of Roe v. Wade. A spokesperson for Planned Parenthood of Northern New England says, though the establishment of the alliance is reassuring, more must be done.
It is important that our elected leaders are coming together to try and find solutions. 1 in 3 women are living in a place where they can't legally access or exercise their reproductive rights and freedom. And they are having to navigate extreme hurdles to try and get access to abortion care.
This month, Governor Mills, Senate President Troy Jackson, and House Speaker Rachel Tabbett Ross announced legislation to ensure protections to Maine medical providers offering abortion care. Now let's turn things over to Conrad Supinski, who's in now with the first look at our forecast.
Thank you so much, AJ. All right, what a cold start to the morning. Temperatures here in town earlier today only at around 3 below zero, slightly above freezing by the coast. Looking up north, though, Millinocket, 15 below Clayton Lake. Wow, some really frigid temperatures close to record lows up there. For us, though, now things are improving. We did have temperatures in the teens, a little bit of snow showers as well. This was very light snow like expected, 1 to 3 inches. Now it's starting to improve. Visibilities are still a little bit low. We do have a 3-mile visibility here in town. Millinocket coming in at 2. And by the coast, we're looking at some pretty low visibilities, but things will really start to improve the next couple of hours. Winds aren't looking too bad. We did have that light, fluffy snow that fell. If it was a lot more windier, we'd have lower visibilities as all that snow would be blowing around, but the winds are not looking too bad right now. And then same thing into the overnight hours as temperatures will continue to drop back into the single digits. AJ?
Thanks, Conrad. More local news when we return. Stay with us.
It's the Toyota Washington's Birthday Sales Event at your all-wheel drive headquarters, giving you, for a short time only, cash-saving deals. Right now, you could get a cash-saving 3.99% financing deal on an all-wheel drive RAV4. And every RAV4 comes with 2 years no-cost maintenance and Toyota Safety Sense. Hurry to the Toyota Washington's Birthday Sales Event for cash-saving deals only at your New England Toyota dealer, your all-wheel drive headquarters. Toyota, let's go places.
If you're eligible for Medicare and Medicaid, a Medicare Advantage plan from Anthem Maine Health can come with all the benefits you want and 0 compromises. Just go to anthemmainehealth.com/answers or call 855-753-3928 for a one-on-one Medicare plan review. Ask about our $0 monthly premium plans that include dental, vision, and hearing coverage, along with transportation, a free gym membership, and $0 copay for prescriptions, all for 0 extra cost. Plus, you could be eligible for extra benefits to help you save even more. We have plans with up to $2,500 a year to help you pay for over-the-counter health items, groceries, and living expenses like cell phone, electric, or water bills, all on a single prepaid MasterCard you can use at thousands of locations nationwide. Call Anthem Maine Health at 855-753-3928 or visit anthemmainehealth.com/answers and get a Medicare Advantage plan with 0 compromises for you and your wallet.
Maine's #1 Kia dealer, Van Sickle Kia, has you covered. Front-wheel drive, all-wheel drive, hybrid, or fully electric. Brand new 2023 Kia Sportage, Sorento, Soul, Forte, and more. Check out the all-new 2023 Kia Niro Hybrid with 54 mpg highway or the affordable Sporty Forte with 41 mpg highway. Plus, get Kia's 10-year, 100,000-mile warranty, the best in the business.
The best cars, the best prices, and the best warranty. I'm Peter Van Sickle. I guarantee it.
This is a lot harder than I thought it was going to be.
Half-off deals. Save money at foxbangor.com right now. Get the best deals from restaurants, family fun activities, events, and your favorite stores all in one place. Go to foxbangor.com and click on half-off deals and see all the money you could be saving. Half-off deals at foxbangor.com.
We recently hit the 1-year mark since Russia launched missiles on Ukrainian soil, beginning a war that today remains ongoing with no clear sight of an end. We heard from a Russian native who has asked to remain anonymous in fear of strict consequences from the Russian government.
February 24, 2022, Russia invaded Ukraine, beginning the Russian-Ukrainian War. Many assumed the small country of Ukraine would quickly retreat and defeat. However, the Ukrainian people have remained resilient while receiving support from multiple countries worldwide.
People were talking how Russia was going to win and win quick. You know, that was some of the early commentary about this.
Former Bangor City Councilman Sean Fairclough traveled to Poland back in 2022, a week following the Russian invasion. Fairclough recalls his time at the Poland-Ukraine border, assisting those willing to flee their home in search of safety.
We had about 1,000 refugees per day coming to the facility, where we provided clothing to people who came over the border, mostly women and children, with whatever they could carry.
A Russian native currently attending the University of Maine says she fears speaking out openly against Russian President Vladimir Putin.
Well, unfortunately, right now, Russian propaganda is working really well on silencing people and silencing people who are supporting Ukraine or saying anything negative towards Putin. So as far as I know, one of the strongest sentences right now that people can get is up to 15 years in prison. And that's for simply calling the war.
She says Russian state officials have deemed the ongoing war a special military operation. The UMaine student says there are several cultural misconceptions, and one is most assume Russian civilians are in agreement with Putin's actions.
Right now, there is such phenomenon as виноватый русский or guilty Russian, which is something that many Russian people experience.
Overall, she says she wants to focus on what's most important while standing in support of Ukraine.
Goal number one is to survive, and right now the focus should obviously be on Ukraine and Ukrainian people.
AJ Douglas, ABC 7 and Fox 22 News.
Ukrainian troops and a few citizens continue to defend the largely abandoned town of Vuhledar. In the southeastern mining town of Vuhledar, the residents who remain must stay resourceful to survive. One resident says she must collect rainwater for washing. Ukrainian troops stay on patrol in the city, running through the debris. One of the soldiers in the city says he is determined to, quote, fight till the end. The governor of the surrounding region says Vuhledar faced recent intense shelling. In other news, President Biden is acknowledging that there's still work to be done on inflation after new numbers from the Commerce Department Friday show it spiking in January. This is as Biden promised earlier this week even more aid to Ukraine following his trip to mark the 1 year since Russia's invasion on the country. Fox's Lucas Tomlinson has the latest.
JP Morgan CEO Jamie Dimon says the Fed has lost some control over inflation. A Democratic congressman representing Joe Biden's hometown of Scranton responded earlier.
I wouldn't go that far, but what I will say is I think they got a late start. I think they should have started ticking interest rates up a little bit much earlier, maybe 6 months earlier than they did.
New economic data shows inflation is getting worse. The Personal Consumption Expenditures Price Index, the Fed's preferred gauge for inflation, rose 0.6% in January. The annual inflation rate also rose to 5.4%, the first increase since it peaked in June, making some wonder if the Fed is behind. President Biden reacting to the economic news in a statement which reads in part, annual inflation in January is down from the summer, while the unemployment rate has remained at or near a 50-year low and take-home pay has gone up. Friday marked the 1 year anniversary of Russia's war on Ukraine. The White House announcing it will send $2 billion in additional weapons and ammunition to Ukraine. Not on the list, fighter jets. President Biden says that's not an option right now. The White House said the same thing about HIMARS, Patriots, and tanks in the past. Weapons now on the battlefield or heading there.
You don't think he needs F-16s now?
No, he doesn't need F-16s now.
Is that a never?
Look, first of all, the idea that we know exactly what's going to be needed a year, 2, 3 from now, but there is no basis upon which there is a rationale, according to our military now, to provide F-16s.
But you're not ruling it out?
I am ruling it out for now.
A new Fox News poll shows Americans are roughly split on if support for Ukraine should have an expiration date. At the White House, Lucas Tomlinson, Fox News.
We'll be right back after these commercials. Stay with us.
My family and I are proud to offer you the best value for your money at the Furniture Gallery. Dining sets for dinner parties. How about a living room set for movie night? New mattresses for a comfortable night's sleep. At the Furniture Gallery, it's always a great time to buy. Maine family owned and operated.
When Booth Electric and United Energy want to know the local forecast, they log on to foxbangor.com. Stay in your comfort zone with Booth Electric and United Energy, Maine's trusted heat pump and electrical company.
It would appear that the butler did it. But this isn't a whodunit film. It's a Nissan sales event in it. Now that's a killer deal. Good thing this Rogue has a VC turbo engine, unlike RAV4.
Now get a low $299 per month lease on Rogue.
Catch these offers while you can.
Why should your new floor come from Carpet One? Because we're passionate about the spaces our neighbors call home. We're part of your community, and we're also part of the world's largest cooperative of independently owned and operated flooring stores. So you can be sure you'll get great selection and outstanding value with every installation. Whether it's carpet, hardwood, tile, or luxury vinyl, our experts take the guesswork out of choosing the right floor. We're your local Carpet One Floor and Home, the one store for your perfect floor.
When Cat Tracks in LaGrange wants to know the local forecast, they log on to foxbangor.com. Cat Tracks in LaGrange is your dealer for Hewitt lifts and Rolodox, with the goal to get you on the lake faster than anyone else.
Your favorite restaurants for half off. It's half off dining from Fox 22 and ABC 7. Go to foxbangor.com, click on half off dining, and start saving now.
Mossy Ledge Spirits is a true hidden gem in Etna. Located just 3 miles off I-95, exit 167, we are home to tastings, tours, cocktails, to-go drinks, bottles, live music, and priceless memories. So enjoy some pizza and raise a glass here at Mossy Ledge Spirits.
Great restaurants from all over Eastern Maine at half off dining from Fox 22 and ABC 7.
My family and I are proud to offer you the best value for your money at the Furniture Gallery. Shop local rather than the big box stores. When you buy local, you help keep more dollars in your community. Shop local, save money. The Furniture Gallery, Augusta, Bangor, Gorham, Newport, and North Windham.
You're watching Fox 22, Bangor.
New Yorkers coming together to pay tribute to those lost to terrorism 30 years after the World Trade Center bombing. 6 people were killed and over 1,000 were injured after terrorists detonated a truck bomb in the parking garage of the World Trade Center in 1993. New York leaders, including Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer and New York Mayor Eric Adams, remembering the day and honoring the family members who lost loved ones.
New York was attacked because we are the symbol of that dream. This is America's city, and we will continue to lift up that dream, no matter what harm we are facing. And to the family members, your loved ones will always be in our hearts, as far too many that have experienced the devastation of terrorism and terror.
New York Governor Kathy Hochul says she's also grieving for the victims and their families, telling their memories will never be lost. A bipartisan group of lawmakers holding a rally at a suspected so-called Chinese police station in New York City. Fox's Brian Guinness has more.
China is accused of operating over 100 unauthorized secret police stations around the world set up to harass, surveil, blackmail, and control Chinese nationals and dissidents who dare criticize Chairman Xi Jinping and the Communist Party. On Saturday morning at a rally outside of one of those suspected Chinese police stations in Manhattan's Chinatown, bipartisan congressional members of the House Select Committee on China's Communist Party rallied along with Chinese dissidents in condemning the CCP's repression efforts.
How have we allowed this to happen on American soil? The answer, in my opinion, is that we have been blind while the CCP has been very cunning.
It's about the systematic surveillance and suppression of political dissidents. It's about striking fear in the hearts of critics of the CCP.
The FBI reportedly raided a Chinese secret police station in New York City last fall, but on Friday, Chairman Congressman Mike Gallagher wrote a letter to FBI Director Christopher Wray, saying in part, quote, "I remain concerned that other stations may exist. I'm also troubled by the fact that the FBI appears to have been late to the game." Representative Gallagher today said there could be at least 2 more secret police stations in the U.S. The nonprofit Safeguard Defenders released a report last fall finding since 2016, China has established over 100 secret police stations in some 53 countries across 5 continents. At least 14 countries are now investigating. These police stations are said to be part of an ongoing effort to involuntarily force thousands of Chinese nationals back to China. In New York City, Brian Yennis, Fox News.
A fight for campaign cash in Florida. That's where Governor Ron DeSantis and former President Trump are holding dueling fundraisers ahead of a potential showdown for the 2024 Republican nomination. Fox's Alexandria Huff has more from Washington.
Well, the GOP's nomination battle has not been made official just yet, but the tug of war over Palm Beach's big money donors has kicked off. On Thursday, former President Trump, who's making his third straight run for office, hosted the first major fundraiser for MAGA Inc. at Mar-a-Lago. The event was described as an intimate gathering. Just a few miles away at the Four Seasons Palm Beach, Florida Governor Ron DeSantis is holding a retreat with roughly 150 top donors. DeSantis is not expected to make a decision on a rumored presidential run until sometime this spring. In an interview airing on Life, Liberty, and Levin tomorrow, the governor talked about the media criticism he has received.
It's hard for them to keep up with you when you're constantly doing new things and leading on different issues. And we've pretty much kept that pace going throughout my entire tenure as governor, and people see you out there, they see you're active, but it makes it more difficult for these narratives to actually take hold when they're coming to shoot at you.
Former President Trump also not holding back shots. In a post earlier this week, he used a nickname and wrote this, quote, "Florida was doing great long before Ron DeSantis got there. People are fleeing from New York to Florida and other places because of high taxes and out-of-control crime, not because of Governor, thank you, President Trump, DeSanctimonious, as he calls him." Only two other Republicans have declared their candidacy so far, biotech entrepreneur Vivek Ramaswamy and former UN Ambassador Nikki Haley. Haley also attended a conference of top donors in Austin yesterday. Speakers included former Vice President Mike Pence, Senator Tim Scott, Governor Chris Sununu, and former Governor Chris Christie. In Washington, Alexandria Hoff, Fox News.
People will soon be able to self-test for both flu and COVID-19 all at once without leaving their homes. The Food and Drug Administration authorized the first over-the-counter home test that can detect both influenza A and B, as well as the virus that causes COVID-19. According to the FDA, using samples from a nozzle swab, the Lucera COVID-19 flu home test provides results in around half an hour. The single-use test does not require a doctor's prescription. Adults will also be able to take samples from their kids at the age of 2 years old and older. The FDA recommends that those who test positive contact their doctor to report the results they receive and follow up care. We'll be right back after this break. Stay with us.
Monday, the Alert 2-hour season finale will leave you speechless.
She was taken.
You can't do this.
All new Alert Missing Persons Unit, Monday at 8 on Fox.
You've always known what you wanted, no matter how far down the road it looked. We're here to help you get there. Brewer Federal Credit Union. BrewerFCU.org.
Hey, it's Eric from Green Bear 420. We've been in business since 2010 and going strong, so stop in and check us out. We specialize in glass art by over 100 local artists and even have live glass blowing. Plus, we carry incense, novelties, t-shirts, and hard-to-find items. We have tons of local products for the tie-dye wearing person in your circle of friends. Come see us at 531 Moosehead Trail in Newport. And remember, Green Bear 420, it's not just a store, it's a lifestyle.
It is said that the eyes are the windows into the soul, which begs the question, can a window have a soul? At Renewal by Andersen, we think so. When it's a window forged from Fibrex and over 100 years of refined craftsmanship, the essence of who we are transforms into a superior, stunningly beautiful window. So yes, a window can have a soul. For a limited time, take advantage of this great offer. Find out why we are the better way to a better window. Renewal by Andersen.
Nana's Attic started many years ago for me. When I was a young fellow, I used to go with my grandmother collecting antiques and selling antiques. I went on many trips with Nana as I was fascinated with the world of antiques and the history behind old things. They remind you of days that have gone by, but spark memories of youth and hanging out with loved ones that are no longer with us. Now I've made that dream a reality. First with my Ellsworth Flea Market, and now my own store, Nana's Attic and Then Some, located in the old Olympia Sports in Ellsworth, where you'll find treasures and antiques galore.
Realtors at Morrison & Company with Next Home Experience have been serving satisfied clients since 2016. With more than $25 million in sales for 2022 alone, we hold the expertise to get you from under contract to closing during this very personal experience. Our modern and hands-on approach will get you where you want to be, faster and with less hassle. Call us today for your real estate options.
Dad, not another showing.
You've lived quite a life. Now, it's time to live it up. We're here to help you enjoy all you've earned. Brewer Federal Credit Union. BrewerFCU.org.
Intense and repeated confrontations between an aggressive prosecutor and a lawyer turned defendant in a testimony at the Alex Murdaugh double murder trial. The once prominent attorney and the man trying to put him away sparred often during the cross-examination. Fox's Jonathan Siri has some highlights.
I did not and would not hurt my wife and my child.
So why
So
can't
I
you
know
remember
for a
what
fact
you were doing?
that I never, ever created an alibi.
Alec Murdaugh insists he did not kill his wife Maggie and their son Paul, but he says paranoid thoughts from opioid abuse caused him to lie to police regarding his whereabouts the night of the crime.
Other than lying to them about going to the kennel, I was cooperative in every aspect of this investigation.
Very cooperative, except for maybe the most important fact of all, that you were at the murder scene with the victims just minutes before they died.
Hey, he's got a bird in his mouth.
The three voices in the background of this video place Murdaugh with his wife and son at the family kennel just minutes before they were killed.
Were the dogs acting like there was somebody around that they didn't know?
Yeah, like dogs do.
No.
They weren't.
There was nobody around that the dogs didn't know.
But the defendant pushed back when prosecutors tried to identify an aha moment in his crime scene interview with police.
I knew she'd gone to the kennel. I was at the house. I don't believe that was lying at that point.
Okay, tell me why not.
Because Maggie had gone to the kennels and I was at the house.
Murdaugh says he continues to believe the shootings are related to Paul's 2019 boat accident that killed Mallory Beach and injured others on board. At the time of his death, Paul faced charges of boating under the influence and had received what his father described as vile threats on social media.
The person or people who did what I saw on June the 7th, they hated Paul Murdaugh, and they had anger in their heart.
The defense plans to call 4 more witnesses before arresting Monday afternoon. Closing arguments could take place on Wednesday. In Atlanta, Jonathan Siri, Fox News.
Police in Florida arrest a high school student after he allegedly knocked a teacher's aide unconscious, all because of a Nintendo. The sheriff's office releasing footage at the attack at Matanza High School in Palm Coast. Police say the 6'6" student attacked the school employee because she took his Nintendo Switch gaming console away from him during the class. The 17-year-old throwing a tantrum and throwing her to the ground and repeatedly kicking and punching her while she was down. Several other people seen here tried to help restrain the student. He had been charged with aggravated battery with bodily harm, and the Flagler County Sheriff's Office says he is now in the hands of the Department of Juvenile Justice. In other news, parts of Michigan still without power after last week's ice storm, and California gets a break from heavy snow and rain ahead of another winter storm. More on that story now.
Crazy. You don't get to see this much. It's a couple times in a lifetime, so it's just really neat. It's super neat.
This is the first heavy snow we've had in 26 years.
A winter wonderland in parts of California after a powerful storm pounded the state with heavy snow and rain this weekend. In Napa Valley, folks were out enjoying the rare snow-capped mountains. It was a brief break as the National Weather Service warns of blizzard conditions for parts of the Sierra Nevada starting early Monday. Meanwhile, in Southern California, folks are trying to dry off after heavy rain led to flooding and power outages. Parts of the I-5 freeway in the San Fernando Valley were closed due to rising waters that flooded several cars. Rare snowfall also blanketing several low-lying areas in the region.
Never heard of it up here in San Diego County. It's surprising. You don't see this often, so yeah, it's really cool.
While California braces for another storm, Michigan tries to get back up and running following last week's ice storm. Michigan's biggest power company, DTE, reports there are still some 200,000 homes and businesses without power. Many of those impacted have been in the dark since Wednesday. A DTE spokesperson says damaged power lines are to blame, but they hope to be fully operational by the end of the day.
It's a little frustrating because I got the kids and stuff like that, and just making sure they're safe.
The coast-to-coast winter storms are expected to continue this week, with severe weather arriving to the central high plains Sunday night. Kevin Uretsky, Fox News.
An award-winning actress is on the mend. A global superstar will perform at the upcoming Academy Awards and more. Fox's Ashley Dvorkin has it all at the Hollywood Nation.
Action.
Pennywise's world expands, Riri books her next performance, and Smart recovers in the Hollywood Nation. Jean Smart honors American Heart Month this month by opening up about her health. The Emmy-winning actress revealed on social media she's recovering from a recent successful heart procedure and urges others to be aware of their own heart health. HBO Max has paused production on the third season of its award-winning series Hacks so Smart can heal. It's expected to resume in early March. Lift me up. From the Super Bowl and now to the Oscars, Rihanna will take the stage again during Tinseltown's biggest night. The Academy of Motion Picture Arts and Sciences announced the global superstar will perform her Black Panther Wakanda Forever track Lift Me Up, which is nominated for Best Original Song. The ceremony airs live from Hollywood's Dolby Theater March 12th on ABC. Speaking of award shows, Kane Brown is re-teaming with Kelsey Ballerini to help celebrate and honor country music's biggest stars. He will return to co-host the 2023 CMT Music Awards alongside Ballerini for a third year in a row. Brown will also hit the stage with his wife Caitlin to perform their hit song, Thank God. The fan-voted ceremony airs live from Moody Center in Austin, Texas on CBS April 2nd. And Pennywise will terrorize the small screen. HBO Max is developing a new prequel series to Andy Muschietti's 2017 film It and the sequel It Chapter 2. Muschietti will return to direct the show, currently titled Welcome to Derry. In Hollywood, Ashley Dvorkin, Fox News.
Conrad Stupinski's in next with our 5-dive forecast.
We had a little bit of snow showers out there today, but it's going to be a very active weather pattern this week. How much snow are we going to get, and when does the heaviest snow arrive? I'll have the answers coming up.
It's one fantastic ride. The turbocharged, tech-inspired Kia Forte.
Best 2 out of 3.
Get 2.9% APR for up to 48 months on a new 2023 Forte during the President's Day sales event.
Are you looking to have some fun, including soaring on Skyrider, the ultimate indoor zip line? Well, come over to Urban Air, Bangor's #1 birthday party destination, located at the Airport Mall. Urban Air has gravity-defying attractions for all ages, including our Warrior Course, trampolines, enormous arcade section, and climbing walls. Call us today to schedule your birthday party. And don't forget, we have endless play memberships available as well. Urban Air, let them fly.
CEM DP Porter Contractors has been in business for over 40 years in the Bangor area. We specialize in design build for commercial, medical, and residential. We can assist our customers with anything from lot procurement to helping find financing for your project, along with building maintenance and renovations. CEM DP Porter Contractors is currently hiring a Herman for multiple positions, including carpenters and laborers. We offer vacation, holidays, a 3% IRA match, and competitive pay. If interested in applying, please contact Jason at 207-848-7486.
Find meaningful work in behavioral health care, like Shelby, who works in multiple settings caring for children with a background of trauma.
I was motivated to join the behavioral health field
because I had decided that I was going to advocate for children with similar backgrounds to my own. I find that the most rewarding part of my job as a behavioral health professional is the emotional gratification in seeing my clients succeed.
Visit mainjobs.care/Fox to learn more and make an impact through a compassionate career.
You just wait around a minute, something awful's bound to happen. You saved me. That's what we're here for.
911 Lone Star, Tuesday on Fox.
All right, it was looking like a winter wonderland out there earlier today. We did have some snow showers. This was very light and fluffy snow with those temperatures only in the teens. But we are finally starting to clear up. All that heavier snow is moving offshore. Even Boston got in on a couple of flurries, barely any accumulations there with the warmer temperatures. But look what's happening on the back end. Watertown and same thing into upstate New York. We're looking at a little bit of lake effect snow with that wind starting to transition and blowing out of the northwest. So yes, they are getting a little bit of snow there. For us though, we are clearing up, and then tomorrow we're going to look pretty good. But look what happens into Tuesday. We do have another low moving in. It looks like the southern part of the state, closer to Portland, Augusta. We're looking at several inches of snowfall. Some places will get over 6 inches of snow, especially where all these darker bands of snow are located more in southern of our state. Here in town, though, we're looking pretty good. We will have some snow showers, some steadier snow developing later in the day on Tuesday, and then lingering throughout those overnight hours. Look at those darker blue colors moving in later in the afternoon, especially into those evening hours on Tuesday. So yes, we are getting some more snow, and that's going to be on the way. We're looking at possibly 2 to 4 inches here in town and a lot more south. Just north of Portland, same thing by Augusta. We're looking at several inches of snowfall. Those darker blue colors do indicate 6+ inches, so there definitely will be some isolated spots with a lot more snow on the way. But hey, we've definitely had much stronger storms in the past, but still get those shovels ready and prepared. So this is what we're looking at for snowfalls. This is only till around 5-6 p.m. on Tuesday. Several inches of snowfall. Here in town, though, we're looking at possibly 2 to 4 inches. We do have some winter weather advisories in effect till the morning hours tomorrow. This is from the snow right now. This is not from that Tuesday event, but the winter storm watches are from the Tuesday event into Wednesday morning, and those are most likely going to be upgraded to some warnings and, of course, some advisories as well. Temperatures, though, have been mild. Look at Chicago. They had some snow the last couple of days. 45, they were close to 50 degrees earlier today. Of course, New York City, no surprises there. Temperatures close to 50 degrees. They had a little bit of snow as well. Long gone. Of course, it's New York City. They barely have a winter there. Our average high here in town should be around 34 degrees. The next couple of days, we're going to be chilly. Oh boy, look what happens on Wednesday. We warm up once again, 39 degrees. Thursday, we're actually going to be in those mid to upper 30s, and then slowly cooling down by next weekend. Tonight, though, it's going to get cold once again, folks. Make sure you bundle up and get ready for your morning commute tomorrow. Low temperatures at around 7 degrees, mostly cloudy skies, a couple of flurries still lingering. Tomorrow, though, mostly cloudy skies, a couple peaks of sunshine, temperatures around 25 degrees, so slightly below average. Our extended forecast outlook does show a very active weather pattern ahead. PM snow moving in on Tuesday, lingering throughout those overnight hours. Then another chance of snow Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. AJ?
It's your journey. Own every mile in an available H-Track all-wheel drive Hyundai SUV.
Lease an all-wheel drive 2023 Tucson for $239 a month or get 0% APR for 48 months. See your Bangor Hyundai dealer.
Pond Hill Farms in Brooks, Maine offers 100% grass-fed beef in a variety of ways. Choose between individual cuts that are state inspected and ready to pop in your fridge or freezer. If you're looking to stock up, Pond Hill Farms offer the option to purchase hanging weight by quarter, half, or whole. We also offer live cattle if you're looking to grow your own herd. Pond Hill Farms also offer rental cottages with spectacular views of the farm and the Maine outdoors. Whether you're looking for fresh Maine meat or a gorgeous place to vacation, Pond Hill Farms is the place to be.
When
When a governor wanted to increase sales in his state, I suggested a sales tax holiday. When the Treasury wanted to stimulate the economy, I suggested they try 0% interest.
His dreams, maybe. Dorsey's beautiful home furnishings are all on sale right now. Plus, you'll find items in every department with Dorsey's red clearance tags. So with 24 months, 0% financing, or an additional 5% off, this is a great time to buy quality home furnishings and mattresses from Dorsey's.
Live beautifully and save, my friend.
Silver Fox Automotive is a family-owned and operated company with more than 30 years of experience. We are originally from the county and offer competitive prices and promise you will be completely satisfied with our work. We offer a stress-free experience to both our new and returning customers. We only use parts from reputable brands to ensure your vehicle is safe to drive. Here at Silver Fox, there will always be a friendly face to greet you. Come see us at 2004 Audlin Road in Herman.
I'm gonna make this right.
You can tell me the truth. Accused, Tuesday on Fox.
Welcome back into Fast Break Tourney Edition. Regional Championship Saturday at the Cross Center. Classes B, C, D. Teams looking to be crowned kings and queens of the North. But before we get to all of the action, let's look at those Class D brackets. Southern Aroostook and Wisdom, that game at 9 a.m. The championship game, Southern Aroostook looking to get back to that gold ball game. And then for Class D boys, now Southern Aroostook in that game as well. They are playing the number 2 seed Machias. Again, Southern Aroostook in the boys looking to get back to that championship game too. So let's get right to it. For the first regional final of the day, we're going to get to that Southern Aroostook Wisdom game in just a second. There declares the Class D North boys bracket, Southern Aroostook and Machias going at it in that final, that one right after that 9 a.m. game. So now let's get right to it for the first regional final game of the day. It's Southern Aroostook and the Wisdom Pioneers going at it for the Class D North crown. Southern Aroostook looking for 5 in a row. Wisdom looking to change things. Starting this one in the second quarter, Warriors down. Madison Russell dribble pull up for 3. She's got it. That ties the game. To the fourth now. Wisdom down 2. Lily Roy for the lead. Cashes it in. Pioneers again. Some great passing here for them. The ball is going to find Olivia Willette down low. She knocks it in for 2. This was tied up with under a minute to go. Off of the inbounds, Emily Landry steals the pass out to Cammie Shields, over to Allie Shields. She finishes it off with 16 seconds left. That ices it. Southern Aroostook wins their 5th straight regional final, 53-49.
It feels really good for all of us. I mean, we worked hard for this, and this is our sport, so doing all of this just feels really good. I mean, I'm pumped, but I'm also hungry, too. I have 3 more years left, and I want to go for all of them.
All right, now to the boys North final we go now. Southern Aroostook back in that one. They are going at it with 2-seeded Machias. The Warriors trying to sweep for the second year in a row. First quarter is where we start. Camden Porter to Dylan Burpee in the corner. He nails the 3. 24-5 Warriors after 1. And in the second quarter, that Warrior train would continue. Trafton Russell rockets to the opposite corner. The skip pass to Drake Weston. He wants all 3 of those. 39-14 Aroostook at the half. To the third quarter we go now. Those Bulldogs would start to get their licks in. Here's Shane Feeney going baseline. Nice reverse lay-in for him. But the Warriors would continue to stay hot from beyond the arc. Here's Drake Weston with another 3 in the third. Southern Aroostook wins it 78-46. It's their 2nd straight Class D title. The Warriors sweep Class D in back-to-back years.
Not many teams can say that they won 2 back-to-back with the girls team. So it just feels great. Our defense is always there, so if we're not hitting shots, our defense always helps us. Because like the 2 games before, we were not hitting any shots, but our defense really kept us in those games.
All right, so Southern Aroostook repeats as boys champs. They will look to repeat as state champs next week. They have Forest Hills again, and that was a great matchup last year. And then to that updated girls bracket, now Southern Aroostook girls looking to make it 2 in a row since coming back from the year off from the tournament. These games are next Saturday afternoon, all of them at the Cross Insurance Center in Bangor. That wraps up Class D North. Just a few more regions to play. We had some great Class B action in the afternoon session, but before we get to that, let's look at those brackets. Starting with the girls, Old Town and Ellsworth in that regional finals game. Both of them have unreal seasons. They played each other once. Old Town beat them by 2. Over to the boys now, it's Ellsworth and Orono, another group of teams that only met once in the regular season. Another 1-3 matchup, and then Ellsworth boys and Old Town girls, both undefeated. So both Old Town and Ellsworth trying to cap off those perfect seasons, and then both the Riots and the Eagles trying to avenge some losses. Girls game now. Ellsworth Eagles, the 3 seed, trying to hand the top-seeded Old Town their first loss. We're going to start in the first half with this one. This was back and forth all game. Freshman Lizzie Bowles with the steal. She pulls up in transition and drains the 3. Old Town would lead by 2 at the break. Third quarter, here is freshman Taylor Loring getting to the hole and getting it to go and 1. Coyotes led by 2 heading into the fourth, but the Eagles would turn it up. Abby Raydell sinking 3 of her 21 points. And then on the break, it's Megan Jordan. She's going to hit him with the Euro step. Gets it to go to give Ellsworth a late lead. Sage Evans would have 27 points for Old Town, but Ellsworth would hold on for their first championship in 31 years. 59-52 is that final.
It feels amazing. I mean, we've wanted to do it our whole career. We finally did it, so it just feels great. We work for each other. We work hard. We probably have the hardest work ethic on the court, so it just shows.
Top-seeded Ellsworth, they are trying to repeat as Class B North champions. Third-ranked Orono is trying to get their revenge from last year's game. In the first, here's Pierce Walston. Nice move to the hole. Gets the lay-in to drop 4-2. Riots led by 12 after 1. In the second, here he is again. Crossover, step back, pull up, wets the 3. Orono up 15 at the break. Walston is pumped. But here come the Eagles. Big third for them. Chance Mercier gets to the hole. 2 of his 27 points, and they would start to get rolling. In the fourth here, Josiah James Chin puts the floater up. Gets an Ellsworth bounce right there. That makes it a 5-point game. It would get to 3, but Orono would hold on. Nice look here from Ben Francis to a cutting Noah Schaff. Riots hang on for the win. They are your Class B North champions, avenging that loss last year. Wave that net, young man.
Yeah, we knew that we wanted revenge. We lost to them early in the season as well, like we did last year. Last year, we're feeling a little salty, you know? So we knew we had to come out here, we had to fight, and it wasn't going to be easy.
Oh, it feels so good. Ellsworth, there's been a pain in our backs for the last 3 years of my high school career. We really got it going early, got off to a really good run, which is what we wanted to do. Gosh, I could freaking sprint around this court 100 times with this plaque and just waving that net. It's the best feeling. It's the best feeling.
That does it for those brackets. Ryan Sudol is standing by at the Cross Center with all of our Class C action. Ryan, what's going on?
Hey, Tyler, thank you very much. Yes, I'm here at the Cross Insurance Center. The last 2 games of the day were the boys and girls finals in Class C North. Let's just get on with the show. First game of the night. The girls Class C North final, number 1 Dexter against number 2 PVHS. First quarter, Jocelyn Page to Callie Gaudreau on the wing, and she buries the 3. Dexter up 14-3 after 1. Second quarter, Howlers played pretty even with Dexter. Here's Holly Loring into Ellie Austin for the lay-in. 20-10 Tigers at the break. In the third, the Howlers maintain level, but Dexter's inside game was too much. Maisie Peach there in the post, always killing it down there. And in the fourth, it continued. That's Hannah Dean on a post lay-in of her own, and Dexter goes on to beat PVHS 34-27. They are C North regional champions.
I'm wicked excited. Biggest dream for a long time. And now we have another game ahead of us. I love my girls. It's really good. We're a family, and that's families win. That's how it goes.
And to the nightcap now, Class C North boys final between number 1 Calais and number 2 Fort Kent. First quarter, it was all Devils. Here's the 1,000-point scorer, Jace Cook, going baseline as he hits the floater. 19-5 Calais after 1. Second quarter now. Jeremy Turner bringing it down. Dishes to Evan Gillespie, and right back to Turner for the lay-in. 39-12 at the half with only 2 3-pointers made. To the third, Fort Kent with it now. Ethan Daigle to Keegan Sear. Gives it back to Daigle off the screen. He nails the pull-up J, but it continued to be all Calais. Gillespie on the break, hurls it down to Alex Richard, and he converts the layup in transition. 61-32 after 3. Calais goes on to win 80-49. They stake their claim as Class C North regional champions.
I don't even know, man. It's like a dream. Two of the greatest nights of my life, and it's just awesome.
Thanks for that, Ryan. So that wraps up all of our action for the day, and those completed Class C brackets look a little like this. Calais #1, they take home the Class C North Championship. Last night, Jace Cook scored his 1,000th point. This night, he brings home some hardware. And then for the girls, it is Dexter beating Penobscot Valley in that one. They will advance to the Gold Ball Game. The Class C Gold Ball Games will be played next week at the Cross Center. That's all we have for the regional tournament and for sports. Be right back after this.
Where will your new Chevy take you this year? Anywhere. Find new experiences. Find new roads. Get 2.99% financing for 5 years on all 2022 Silverado 1500 pickups, or get $1,250 cash allowance on this Silverado with a 2.7-liter engine. Plus, current Chevy owners get an additional $2,500 cash allowance.
Here at Black Fly Coffee Company, quality will never be compromised. No matter what type of coffee you choose, whether it's hot, iced, or frozen, you can feel confident that our products are the highest caliber. We're here to assist you with your morning cup of joe, along with your mid-afternoon pick-me-up. And while here, grab a pastry for a snack. We always have fresh pastries available from a local business right here in the area. We look forward to meeting you soon.
Leona May's Antique and Gift Shop is now open in Newport. Our unique building is a converted 1800s single-family home that we've given a new life to. A home for treasures, from antiques, collectibles, unique gifts, and so much more. Come make the rounds throughout the many rooms on all 3 floors as you wander back in time, or find a unique gift that's perfect for that special someone or that hard-to-buy-for relative. So come visit us today. Leona May's Antique and Gift Shop, 147 Main Street, Newport.
Let's face it, getting training and experience is hard, but at Loring Job Corps we can help. From certifications in automotive technology, obtaining your CDL, or learning building trades, we have you covered. Maybe you prefer joining the high-tech world of computer networking or cybersecurity. We have that as well. Don't delay, get in the driver's seat to your future today. And the best part, Loring Job Corps is free. Receive free training, free meals, and even free housing. Call or go to jobcorps.gov/Loring. Job Corps careers begin here.
Where do you go when you need a real estate appraisal? Who has the experience that I need? Who can I trust? Maine Val has over 30 years of experience across the state of Maine in providing top quality real estate appraisal services. Contact us today and speak with one of our many licensed professionals. Maine Val, quality delivered on schedule. Call us today at 207-573-3222. That's 573-3222.
That's all for tonight. We hope you enjoy the rest of your evening. We'll see you back here at 10 tomorrow night. Stay warm and stay safe. Good night.
Come bowl a few games here at Bangor Brewer Bowling Lanes. We're one of the only candlepin bowling alley centers in Maine, conveniently located in the heart of Brewer. You always have the opportunity to simply bowl for fun. However, you can also join a league. We have youth leagues, adult and senior leagues. Now don't forget, we also host birthday parties for under $100, and gift certificates are also available. Give us a call right away at 989-3798 to make reservations for your birthday party today.
ABC 7, Fox 22, and Next Home Experience want to send you to see the professional bull riders performing March 10th, 11th, and 12th at the Cross Insurance Center in Bangor. Register to win 2 tickets at our website. Come out of the gate hot this year. With selling your home, like riding a bull, the market can be a bumpy ride, but our Next Homies are here to make it as smooth as possible. Get your tickets, get looped, and get sold. With Next Home Experience, your humans over houses realtors.
Your favorite restaurants for half off. It's half off dining from Fox 22 and ABC 7. Go to foxbangor.com, click on half off dining, and start saving now.
Mossy Ledge Spirits is a true hidden gem in Etna, located just 3 miles